So we had the error with the GitHub that I will show that here. We deploy the GitHub action, and then I have an error here, which is that for the environment I have set, I figure it out that my environment is not inside the project code, it's outside. If you see it's here. So for that, I need to recode some stuff and configure if it's working. And also one other thing is that we just run our servers in the TMAS session, so we need to write some instruction for that as well, so the automation could just do the work. You see we have two server running in the backend and frontend, so that are running in TMAX environment. So now I will just copy and paste the code I write. Okay, so if you see each thing has some order, like the jobs we make, I make change, so I will just git add. I will just say git add git commit -m, and I will write update YML with environment. One other thing is that is also important. The Python that we are using for the local should be same like in the EC2 instances. Okay, now I will say git push. Now let's see what's happening in the backend. I will go to project 4 and I will. Oh, still we have error. So I don't know what happened this time. You will see. So if you see, set job is and add SSH and add EC2. If we see like till this process we are good, and then deploy when EC2 has problem. So I will just recheck how can I configure that. I will just use this file for CI. I just renamed that, and now I will push this. After that, when if we see the codes will get pushed into main, then run on the Ubuntu which is an EC2. Then since I am using the Tmux environment, so it will detach that, and then once again they will run it automatically. So now I'm pushing this code. I will do one thing. I will delete this, and I will remake it. So where I will make it, I will say ED2 workflow close. Now that ci.yml. Now it's created, and I would say this. Then I will open that from here. I will put now I'll push this on the GitHub git add git commit new CI. Okay, git push. Okay, now we have pushed the file. Hopefully this time it works. And I will just open this and reload. I feel I should go to project 4, then git action. Now that's working. So now everything is set. It's working. We have green. Everything is working. So first the CI will build stuff and check if the code is aligned, then CD will come up to deploy it. Okay. Let's see if we can just delete. I will delete this. I'll also delete this one. So now we are good. So basically now I'm just testing that if my environment, and here I have this environment. So within that, like everything is set up. Here I write test environment because I have test environment there. And then this will load the backend. And that's it. Now we will test it. Since we see this workflow GitHub and YML was not included, so now I will just do ls to project 4. Let's see, my workflow is now cd project 4, cd project 4, then ls. So I will just do ls -a. See, we have now the GitHub file. So when I did the ls here, -a, we had only .env file. Oh, sorry, it's for the backend. Where I did ls. Oh, here. When I did for the first time ls here, we couldn't have any other file. Like now I have. So now everything is work because now I have GitHub, and before the workflow I didn't have this file. If you see here, there is no such file, but now I have it here. So my workflow is working well, and I was successfully deploy and install the GitHub Actions. This that I test the ls. Now I have the GitHub, and then I have everything here. when I was before the CI/CD workflow, I did the ls, and I didn't have such a file, but now I have everything. Like my main focus was this file because it was new after the change. So within that, I will just do some other changes as well to see the difference that I make after the configuration of CI/CD. So somehow I decided to create some other file to this. So now I will just run the ls-a command. We have just only this files here, so it's readme. So now I will just add some changes like cd. Okay. And then now I'm in the project 4. I will just create another file, fetch file, test the text. I created this file. If we see now it is on the project 4. Okay, where is that? Yeah, right here. So I will just write Lorium. No. So for that I will just write this is the file I want to see from the EC2 for the test by Fadil. Oh my goodness. Fadil just now before pushing to the GitHub, I will just show the GitHub repo. So if we see in the project 4, we don't have any other file, but we have this GitHub backend, frontend, nothing else. So now I will just do one thing. I will push that file. I will say git add git commit -m, and I will say added the test file. Okay, and now I will say git push. Okay. Now I just push the file. And let's see what is happening in GitHub Action. Now it's say, okay, added the test file. It's in progress. Like the GitHub Action is doing its build, then test, and deploy. Since that file is like very, how can I say, it's only text file. So for that, let's see what's the result. It's done. The progress is done. So now I have that in my EC2 instances. So just you notice I just say ls here, and now I will do ls-a once again. I have this test, and I will use nano test. Oh my god, test dot text. It's there. Yeah. So this is the workflow with the GitHub action that I made and I test. So in further, I will just have some changes with the user interface. I just mentioned on the other video as well that I will make some email address, and I will change some stuff from the front end.